Hi guys, today is day 3 of NFT NYC. It is the last day, and I ran into someone named Abe Sutherland, and I got a video of him. He had what is it called? A talk about a very important topic. So I want everyone to listen to this because it's really, really interesting.
Hey everyone, I'm Abraham Sutherland, and Liz just asked me to speak about the topic of my talk here at the NFT NYC conference. I'm here to share information and raise alarm about a proposal pending in Congress right now that will criminalize the current method of NFT transactions. And it's been overlooked because it's really complicated, but I'm encouraging Liz and everyone to pay attention. This is an amendment in the pending infrastructure bill that amends an obscure provision of the tax code called 6050I, and it requires recipients of digital assets to report the social security number and personal information of the person on the other side of the transaction, and violations can be a felony. And that information needs to be reported, personal information, within 15 days of the transaction. It's a complicated statute, but it was slipped in without much notice because it was called a tax provision, and it's buried there in a 2,700-page bill that's right now awaiting a vote in Congress, but it deserves your attention now. Please check out my Twitter feed for some articles and reports on this, and help bring attention to this.
So this was super interesting to me because I was like, wait a second. Um, are you like how can people report who their seller is or who they're selling to? Because basically, I think the law is like if you it hasn't been passed yet, but if you sell anything above $10,000, you have to report who you sold it to and know their information. And we are in an anonymous space, right? So I was like, how can we do that? We don't have the technology behind that yet, right? Like in the stock market, like they take all of our information. We know like they know who we are type of thing. But in like OpenSea doesn't have our information like that. Like we can't transmit it to each other. And this 6050I provision in the new infrastructure bill, if it gets passed, it basically says that if you sell a digital asset, I think also if you receive one above $10,000, you have to say like the information of the other person. So now in this anonymous space, we're not able to do that. And I asked him like, isn't Coinbase going to be responsible for this, like taking our information, and everything? And he said no. So that's even scary. Like all the responsibility is basically going to fall on us. And if you don't report it within 15 days, like it could be jail time. It's a felony. Like that's so scary for this space right now that it's alarming. And the fact that like this isn't like out there, like this was just a talk at NFT NYC, but I feel like this is such an important topic for everybody to know and consider and to be updated on and to at least know what they're up against. Like people that have like Bored Ape Yacht Clubs that are like $200,000 or whatever it is right now, or punks, like large amounts of money. If they sell that and this bill gets passed and they don't know who they're selling it to and they don't report that to the IRS, like that's going to be a lot of trouble for a lot of people that have really high stake, like, expensive NFTs. So I was so happy to meet Abe and learn about this topic, and I wanted to share it with everyone so that you guys could be on top of it. And on his page, he has articles that you can read as well. So check out his page. And also, there is this awesome um, podcast that he did with Laura Shin. So I'm going to listen to more of this today to get a better understanding as well. But he goes more into depth in this because I'm an audio visual person. But if you want to read stuff, he has articles on his page. But if you want like an audio visual thing, he has this podcast with her. So this is so cool, so interesting to me. I'm so curious about the legality behind NFTs. So I was so happy to meet him. And thank you so much for telling me about this. And go check out his page. Again, it is Abraham Sutherland right here. Okay, guys, leave a comment, follow his page, and I will see you guys later. Bye.